Do you want to build your confidence in this season of being single? I'm going to share with you 5 tips that will help you build your confidence not just in dating, but in life in general. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button below so that you get notified every time I post new videos on confidence and self-love. I've used these very same strategies during my life in the seasons that I was single. I've helped so many of my students through this journey, and I'm so excited to help you do the exact same. So let's get into it. Strategy number 1 is to embrace being single. Let's face it, who even said being single was a bad thing? Honestly, it is a season in your life just like all the others. The good news for you is that it's 100% possible to feel happy and whole within yourself, even without a man. In fact, if you feel like you are missing something or you need a man to complete you, that may even be a sign that maybe you're not really ready for a relationship right now, or you could be at risk of being a bit needy in the relationship, needing someone else to validate you or even to validate your self-worth. To set yourself up for a happy and stable long-term relationship, you need to be able to be happy and whole on your own first, because our capacity to give to someone else is largely based on our own self-love. It's a surplus of our own cup, our own self-love. So by filling your own cup first and being happy and whole on your own first, it really helps you get into that position of being able to give to someone else. And not to mention, how much of a confidence boost would that be for you if you could go into dating or into a new relationship knowing that you don't have anything to prove to anyone, and that you really have that freedom to just be yourself and enjoy the journey, enjoy the process of getting to know someone. Tip number 2 is to work through your insecurities. Now, I know we're here to build your confidence and not talk about icky things, but trust me when I say that the quicker you can work through your insecurities, the better off you will be. Because the longer you let these things fester and linger, the more complicated we become inside, the more they can fester, the more they can actually hurt. And some of the students that have come to me in my program have been holding on to something someone said in year 3 or something someone said 10 years ago. In some cases, someone I spoke to who applied for my program had been holding on to some of these hurts for 40 years. So imagine what that would do to your confidence. So the quicker you can work through these insecurities or these self-doubts, the better you'll be disposed to be able to give to someone else. The better you'll be disposed to be able to just live in the moment, live in the present. By working through these past wounds and insecurities, it may feel like taking 10 steps back, but they are very necessary in order to take solid steps forward. So building solid foundations to eliminate blind spots for yourself, and really so that you're not entering this dating phase or maybe these new relationships tiptoeing on eggshells, because that could only bring more fear, more anxiety, more uncertainty. So by working through these things bit by bit, you're going to be able to move forward with confidence and know that there's nothing that's going to surprise you along the way. Strategy number 3 is to get clear on your values. Now, this is one of my absolute favorites because our values are what we use to determine and to acknowledge in our lives what we deem as important. And without these values, there is absolutely no way to be able to tell whether or not you're on the right path or on the path that you'd like to be on, and that you're doing the things that you really, really want to do, long-term and short-term. And studies show that by not being clear on your values, it could actually be a huge source of unhappiness. Have you ever gone through something feeling like, on paper, this is maybe what I want to do, or maybe what other people are doing, but why am I not fulfilled? Maybe you have different values. So this is a huge area to uncover, and you may already be familiar with values. You may have worked for employers or maybe companies that have shared with you company values that determine maybe how you can do your job well or how you can lead the business into success. So I like to see values very similar on a personal level. So this is where you determine what is important in your life. What are the factors in your life or the qualities in your life that will really help you thrive? Once you can get clear on your values, on the values you'd want in a friendship and even in a romantic relationship, it'll really free you from feeling like you have to meet everyone else's expectations, be a people pleaser, and really help you create the boundaries and set the boundaries that you want in your life that can help you flourish. If this is resonating with you, go on and hit that like and subscribe button and tell me in the comments below, what are the top 3 values that you hold to be the most important to you personally? And then moving on to tip number 4, that is to get clear on your purpose. Now, I absolutely understand that when you're single, it can sometimes feel like this huge cloud of uncertainty that there's this person that you'd like to come into your life, but you don't know when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. And it's just one of those areas that we just can't control, just like many other things in life. But the great news is that your purpose is already within you. You just have to find it. And I know that's really cheesy, or it sounds really cheesy probably, but really the experiences you've had growing up, the desires that have been in your heart growing up, your dreams, your ambitions, your passions, all of that is already there. You don't need to wait until you meet your man to start living your life. Go out there and volunteer for organizations that you've always wanted to help. Go out there and work on your passions, your projects. Go join this sports team. Go do the things that you really want to do. And who knows, by walking in your purpose and living by that, it may just be the thing that's going to take you the next step closer to meeting your person whose purpose or vision in life may even coincidentally align very closely with the one that you've chosen for yourself too. The final tip I want to share with you today is to fall in love with being in your own skin, falling in love with the way you look. So I'm talking about your hair, your makeup, and your style. And this is absolutely my arena. And I am a huge believer that when you are comfortable in your own skin, you give off this certain level of confidence that you just can't fake. It is so magnetic that people are just drawn into you. Imagine meeting someone who's just so happy to be who they are. They know who they are. They know their values. They love the way they look. They love their style. You just want to get to know this person because they're just so happy. And I know that this is one of those things that's easier said than done. I know that studies have shown that only 4% of all women worldwide consider themselves to be beautiful. Okay, so I know it's a hard ask. I know that it's a long journey. And that's exactly what I do with all of my students. I walk them through this journey between the head and heart so that they can recognize what they know to be beautiful inside and really accept that and show that outwardly. And trust me when I say I have worked with hundreds of women over the 8 years I've been a hair and makeup artist. I've had so many people tell me, Marianne, I don't need makeup to feel beautiful. And yet once I put some mascara on, some concealer, maybe some false lashes or some lipstick or blush, or even just a little bit of glam, they absolutely change. Not change in terms of the way they look, but just seeing them and the way they look at themselves in the mirror with genuine like, oh my gosh, I am beautiful. I can't even describe the power and the impact that has. And it's one of the most rewarding things I'd have to say about being a hair and makeup artist. But if you can learn personally to fall in love with all of these flaws that you say you have, it will unlock a whole different level of confidence, because for the first time, you may feel like you're not lacking something, or that you don't have to hit a certain beauty benchmark. It's just about embracing the way you look and genuinely being able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful. I genuinely love the way I look. I love the way I dress, that you can express yourself and your personality in your unique style that you choose and that you create for yourself. Now, I could talk about this for ages and we'll be here forever. So I'll leave you there with these 5 tips. Now you know exactly what you can do to build your confidence from the inside out in this season of being single. Even though there's so much pressure from social media to look a certain way or to be a certain way, pressure from maybe dating apps or past relationships or things that people have told you, it won't matter, because you have these 5 strategies now to really build your confidence from the inside out and not the other way around. Because unless you do it from the inside out first, you'll forever be seeking validation and seeking your security from the external. If you have tried all the things and nothing seems to stick, or maybe you've thrown all the beauty and confidence stuff in the too hard basket and have no idea where to start, I would love to help you. Book a call with me via the link in the description below. We can have a chat and see whether working together would be a good fit. So if you have any other questions, I'd love to hear them. I'd love to answer them all for you. Just leave them in the comments below. I'll get back to every single one of you, and I can even make a new video for you if the topic is a big one that'll be too long to explain via a little message. But other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.